Why is it that rage mode moments often become one of, if not the most memorable moment of a show? And if you're watching this show in your formative teen years, hooked on adrenaline-fueled shonen battle anime like I was, you were buzzing for these few rare scenes, and for years later chasing that dragon for the next limit break. But not all rage mode scenes are born equal. Imagine this, a young lad or lass in the peak of their youth. Young enough to envelop themselves in their imagination, but old enough to have consumed a wealth of works of fiction to know what their cup of tea is. They've formed a baseline and know the trash from the treasure. Our young person, eyes glued to the screen, sees Frieza annihilate Krillin and watched Goku get angrier than ever before, and he reaches new heights as a Super Saiyan. This is it. This is peak rage and payoff. Or is it? Months or years go by and they pick up Naruto, a story about kids in a ninja school setting out on missions to find missing cats. It's all fun and games until a shinobi from the Hidden Mist tries to kill the main character's friend, which in turn stirs the demon fox dwelling in the main character and drives him to madness, consuming him with hatred, and Naruto uncontrollably tries to claw out the Hidden Mist ninja's throat. Whoa. That was awesome. A far cry from the stoic, composure maintained, swallowed by anger but still fights with the warrior code, Goku. This is what rage mode should be, animalistic and without restraint. Not just in concept but also reflected by the art style. Bare bones line art emitting colour, conveying just how primal the scene is, and how the brutality depicted is just as primitive. Now, young laddie or lassie has seen their fair share of anime, well versed in the otaku world, and have been powering through Hunter x Hunter, where suddenly the whimsical stories of a boy adventuring with his best friend transition over to dark fantasy themes, with a young man unable to rationalise why his friend was killed so mercilessly. The main character, Gon, snaps, and it's nothing like what we've seen before in Dragonball Z or Naruto. After transforming, he doesn't maintain a righteous stance, with the intention of using his new power for good. Unlike Naruto, he isn't able to be brought back from the edge because of fleeting moments of compassion. Gon reaches the far depths of despair and proceeds to drown himself in it. Gon confronts an insurmountable enemy, and after the realization that reviving his fallen comrade was no longer possible, he seeks revenge. And in order to gain the power to do so, he throws away everything. And not to downplay the moment, as we've all seen the trope all too many times before, if he keeps overusing this ability, he's going to drain away his life force. No, fuck that. Gon uses equivalent exchange to expend his remaining life, to briefly reach the potential and power as if he had been training for tens of years. He exchanged all the time he ever would have in his life to reach his potential strength for just enough time to avenge his friend. And as noble as this may sound, it's drawn as pure gratuitous violence. Stabbing an enemy as a finishing move with your own severed arm may not be the most outlandish thing out there in the world of shonen battle manga, but repeatedly using your strongest punching move while straddling a downed enemy through their loss of consciousness until all traces of their head is erased is somewhat of a rare spectacle. So, for clarity, you can plot these 3 separate rage moments and get a feel for my spectrum of 1 to maximum rage. Despite this being all entirely subjective, I'd like to make honourable mentions for my personal favourites that vibe with me on the angriest based level. Gintoki finding a seemingly dead Atose at the hands of Jirocho. Mob Psycho at 100%. Ichigo as a full Vasto Lord Hollow. Luffy punching the celestial dragon Charlos. Naofumi using his Rage series shield. And Reg in his battle with Bondrude. And many more. That'll do it. This was Anime Fried Chicken. Thanks for watching. I make a ton of anime discussion videos weekly and review manga on the weekends. Subscribe for more and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.